Hey there, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to look at a Facebook Marketplace tool haul that I picked up yesterday. I went to two different stops. One was actually a speed shop. Who'd have thought? I mean, from the ad I didn't gather that, but I got something really interesting from there. And the rest I just got from someone. You may remember that Parks toolbox. I got it from those people. It was so funny because I saw them maybe a year or so ago, and then I pulled up to their house. They had some other stuff. So the total I spent was $135, which is actually a lot for me to usually spend on such a thing without a full toolbox and all that. But when you see what I've got, you'll realize it was actually quite a deal. So let's take a look. This video is not going to take long because there's nothing very complex about any of it. All right, right, Mugs? I got Mugsy here. All right, so what I got is a Craftsman box, a Williams box, another Craftsman box. This is a Sunix box, and this, though it's very, very difficult to read, is actually a Plum box. So I'm gonna save this for last. So this, I picked up at the speed shop, so let's look at this first. This is a Dayton grinder, and it's got this awesome brush on it. And yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know when the last time this thing ran was, but those times when I've got to take rust off a toolbox, or you'll recall when I had to take the rust off the top of this diagnostic machine, and did he just spray? Mr. T, did he just spray? It certainly looks like he did. No, I guess not. That's good. Behave, Mr. T. He is a feral, so he was the neighbor's cat, but apparently he has a spraying problem. But anyway, so when I had to clean all the rust off the top of that, I used a power drill with the wire brush. But look at this thing. And not only that, it's really heavy. I'm not sure how heavy, but I'm guessing in the 15 to 20 pound range. I got a scale in here, so I should probably measure that. But so this is gonna be an upcoming video. I'm gonna restore this because this is something I can actually use. And I really like this trigger. It's a full handle trigger. Doesn't appear to be a lock on it anywhere, but that's probably just as well with something like this. It does have the handle, but this is a Dayton model 2Z592B. If anyone knows what period this is from, I'm guessing 80s, 90s, but I don't know. It could be newer than that, but judging by the condition of this cord, I wouldn't guess that because this cord is shot. The strain relief is somewhat flexible, but it's coming apart, so I'll probably have to replace that as well. Okay, let me get the tripod and we'll go through the rest because there is some pretty interesting things here. All right, first off, this was $20, and the case is bad. This is a Craftsman crown logo. So my guess is 70s, possibly early 80s. This is a 1/2-inch drive set. These are all Craftsman as far as I could tell. This is a Craftsman, this is Craftsman, as is that. Not sure why they gave a 1/2 to 3/8 adapter, but I think what this set is missing is a 1/2-inch breaker bar. Pretty sure I have got one for this, and that will complete the set, but I'm not 100% sure. I've got to look this set up online, maybe try to find a picture or to contact the Craftsman Club and see if they know of anything else that should have been included in this set. But other than that, I think it's complete. The next Craftsman set, this was also $20, but look at this set. Yeah, look at this one close up. Do you think this set was ever really used? I mean, nothing's really even dirty. Look at that. Even the spark plug socket has that label and it's in perfect shape. And the case is beautiful. So this is all made in USA, complete set. All right. Next is this Williams set. Now, Williams is really, really top of the line stuff. And this is an interesting set unto itself because, again, do you think this thing ever saw much use? It saw some use because this 3/4 socket is actually a Flea, which is a good brand as well. The rest of it is Williams. So I got to find a 3/4 Williams socket to complete this set. Look at, I don't think this is very old. I think this is a newer Williams set, but I'm sure this set goes for significantly more than, I think this was 30. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was 30. And then lastly, I got this, also from the same people. This is a Sunex set, and it is an impact set, but it is 1/4 inch impact, and it appears to be a complete set of 1/4 inch impact sockets. I don't know. Strangely enough, there is a 1/4 inch to 3/8 adapter. I would find it more useful to have a 3/8 to 1/4 inch adapter. I mean, it's pretty interesting to find a set like this, a 1/4 inch drive impact set. And Sunex is a good brand. They are Taiwan, but it's still a good brand. I really don't need this. At least I have never had a use for a 1/4 inch impact set. But again, I think this was 20 bucks or something, and it was well worth it to do it. All right, the last set and the most interesting is, let me move this out of the way, is this guy. So this is a Plum set. This is old. This is like really old. So that, yeah, it's actually upside down, the cover. It's very hard to read, but it says Plomb Tool Company, all in that really strange font, which they used. This came from the Speed Shop along with the grinder, and this was originally $25, and it was marked down to $20. And I mean, look at this set. Look at how cool this is. Now it's a mishmash, but this is what I'm talking about, the strange Plum font with those triangular O's. I've got a 5549, you recall from one of the tool hauls I came across it. Works fine. So that's a 1/2 inch drive. This is a 5249 3/8 drive. Works fine. All right, I've got a Plum breaker bar. Now I look for this stuff, and I've been saving whatever I found, but I almost never find it. I think I found one socket, a ratchet, and a wrench. This is a 5265. Look at how big they made those numbers. What else we got that's Plum? This extension is Plum. This extension, I believe, is Plum and part of the set. That is Plum. This is, you can kind of tell if it's this color. Nope, this isn't. This is actually New Britain. So that's not even a Plum piece. That's Industro. That's Craftsman. I would guess that is Craftsman. It is, that's Craftsman. This is Craftsman metric. This looks like Industro again. It is. This is Mac. So it's a mishmash, this set. That's Durachrome. So if somebody used this set and just put pieces in, this is obviously Plum. That's Plum. Okay, so yeah, it's a mishmash. Craftsman again. I would guess that does not even belong here at all. That's Husky, and it's 1/4 inch Don't know what that's doing in here. That is Taiwan. That doesn't belong in here at all. Interesting piece though. Craftsman. And this is probably a Craftsman. Yep, Craftsman. And then we've got, I don't know what this is. Too dirty to tell. That looks like Industrial again, or SK. SK. Durachrome. I mean, this set has it's Plum. These guys all Plum here? No. That is not. Durachrome. So yeah, this set is a mishmash. I would love to be able to build a complete Plum set. I think I'll restore this box. It looks like it was a somewhat bluish green hammered paint, which of course isn't exactly available anymore, but I do have a can of hammered Verde green, which I've never used, and I will probably use that to restore that box. Right, Mugs?
Hey everyone, just a brief interruption here. If you're enjoying this content and you'd like to support my channel, and especially if you like cats, I've written a series of chapter books for ages 8 and up, fully illustrated, called Flea Biscuit and Friends. The first book in the series is Flea Biscuit Finds a Home, followed by Flea Biscuit Summer Vacation, and finally, Flea Biscuit's Magic Christmas. They're available at all local booksellers as well as on Amazon.com. I will post a link in the video description. And hey, that's my pitch. Back to the video.
I think this is pretty much complete now, although to be honest, I'm not sure everything that came with it and if this is accurate. But we've got the long extension, the ratchet, the breaker bar, the half to 3/8, the short extension, and the universal joint and the plug socket. And then that complete set from 1 inch all the way down to 7/16. I think that's a complete set. All right, so I found my other Plum stuff. I know there's a socket or two hiding in this workshop somewhere as well, but this 5449 is the same as this, except this has chrome on it. And I also found a 1/2 inch 7/16 Plum wrench, which I'll keep in here. So in a shocking twist, I actually had the missing Williams socket in a bin, and it looks to be the exact same. I think it's the same series, so it's clearly not a very old socket, but I only had 2 or 3 Williams sockets total, and one of them was the right size. So this set is now complete. Before I sand this box, I'm going to get the rest of this sticker off. It doesn't want to come off. So I'm using the electric shave. Trusted and true. Since I'll be repainting it, I'm not concerned either with this eating the paint, because this electric shaving lotion, it can damage paint, I guess, although I don't really see it do that very often. I'm hoping that this Plomb tools comes out better once it's painted. The way this has been painted previously and is corroded. It almost looks like camouflage. I think I might just go with the hammered gray. This is silver, that's not the original color. That's the original color. Kind of a blue. So I don't think I'm going to paint the inside. I'm going to kind of leave it. But I will paint the inside of this. I don't know if I'd be able to mimic that color. I doubt it. I've cleaned it out for the most part. And you can see that bluish green color. Is it blue? Is it green? I don't know if the camera's picking it up right, but when you look at it, you might say blue, and when you look at it, you might say it's green. I don't know. Hey, Rusty. I got Muggsy right there, too. So, I'm thinking I'm gonna just sand this whole thing down. I'm gonna wipe this clean. I am gonna just paint this hammered gray, and then maybe when it's fully dry after a few days, I might try to match a color, maybe green or something, whatever I have on hand. Either that, if it looks good gray, I'll just leave it gray. All right, Plomb Tool Company, made in USA, 5295. It's mostly sanded, pretty much. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of the wire brush some more, and then we'll hit it with paint. All right, I'm painting it hammered gray. I didn't put as much attention to detail on sanding the bottom, but you'll see that this will actually work fine. All right, let's take it off, turn it around. Back to that side. All right. We'll let that sit and give that a day or so, and then we'll touch up. There's parts of it I'm sure that I didn't get around, but I need it to sit for a day before I can get the rest of it. Well, certainly not a set of Plomb sockets. This is all that's actually Plomb, aside from my few extra parts. The case certainly came out good. Oh, hey, Rusty. Oh, you got something stuck to you. He gets mad when I pull prickers off. I'm trying to get it. All right. But yeah, the case came out great. You can now clearly read it. Plomb Tool Company, made in USA, 5295. Oh, you got another pricker on your arm. Where you been, Rusty? But yeah, so not bad. I'll eventually have a set, I think.
That's it. I mean, this is a cool haul. I got some great stuff. This is a short video because there's really not much to dig through. The sets I got, the $20 a piece ones, they were all complete. That was a great find, and I'll probably donate those out. I may keep the 1/4 inch set, the 1/4 inch impact set. I don't know anyone that would really be looking for such a thing. But maybe somebody's interested in it. The Plum set, I'm keeping that. The Craftsman sets, I'll make sure the 1/2 inch drive set is complete, and then I'll get ready to donate that out. The Williams set, I've got to find one socket to complete it, which I may have in here somewhere because I have got some Williams stuff. I've got a drawer full of Williams that I've come across in toolbox hauls. But hey, there you go. So keep an eye on Facebook Marketplace. Sometimes really good deals show up on that. And in this case, I spent $135. And honestly, this is easily $300 worth of tools, and possibly more. When I get that grinder working, I don't know what those things are worth. To me, I'm keeping that. I'm going to rebuild that because I can use it. When I restore toolboxes and big metal cabinets and things, that will be awesome with that wire brush on it. So hey, I hope you enjoyed this content. If you did, please like and subscribe. It helps me. It helps the channel grow. And, you know, keep an eye on Facebook Marketplace. The deals are out there. You just kind of have to look at it maybe a couple times a day because stuff generally disappears pretty quick if it's deals like this. Surprisingly, the Plum set had been marked down. I guess nobody wanted it. And I'm just like, I mean, it's from the 1930s or 40s.
And it's all good. You could use it, and I will at some point on some projects. I'm going to take that thing out and use it. I'm going to look for my other Plomb stuff too, and put it in this set with it, because I don't have much. But just keep your eye on Facebook Marketplace. The deals are out there. All you have to do is go out, get busy. Take care. All right, Mugs.